Okay. I found a wanted poster. I thought I'd hit record because I found a wanted poster. Let's have a look at it. Level 18. Okay. I don't know if I've done this before. I'm going to pick it up just in case. And we'll put it away. I'm going to double check if I've done that before or not. The poster that I just clicked moves around the entire of Antonia. So I just need to double check if I've done that or not. So what I thought I'd do is while I'm here, get ourselves in a nice position away from any NPCs that are going to come and try and kill us, like the mud spores and things. I'll have a look at the history of the Kerra. I thought, why not complete that one? We'll have a look at this one. Read about the Kerra, find out where they're from, what went on in the shattering and rendering and before that, and we'll have a look. So it's a 3-part history of the Kerra. Its pages cannot be completed at one time, but must be gained through valour and experience. Oh, did I complete it? 5th of January 2024. Thank you. I will journal. I did have a collection. Where's he gone? Where's he gone? Where's he gone? Sort by category. Wanted by the order of City of the Keynos. Deleted. Thank you. Much appreciated. Right, okay. So each part of its history tome can only be completed in its own time. So we've got 3 parts. We'll do them in order, because that's the way it needs to do. So it'll give us a new history of the Kerra Part 1. Okay, are we ready? Settle down. In the long ago, the tall rocks stood proud on the hills of Odys. Come and play, whispered the winds, but the rocks said, we are rocks, we cannot move. And the wind caressed the rocks, shaping them and softening their edges, and so formed the first Kerra. Being of the rocks and wind, the Kerra are strong and proud, yet graceful and lean. The Kerra were scattered by the wind across Odys. Not knowing each other, they fought, sometimes to the death, until Kijan came. You can pronounce it however you like. Kijan was wiser than all other Kerra. Where he travelled, the rocks rolled gently away, and the winds carried news to him. The fighting of his kind saddened Kijan, and he walked from tribe to tribe, joining them together as one. This was the Kerra's golden time, when all tribes learned one tongue and fought with one another no more. Okay, I need to visit Coldwind Point. I'm going to drag that to there so I don't have to leave my bag open. Yeah. I think that works. We'll find out. Coldwind Point. Coldwind Point. We've found it. Let's read the book. Stand next to the merchant. So, it's one of these where you go back at the beginning. You know how you like flip through a book and then you're like, oh, and I flip over the book again. It's one of those. So we'll continue. So he was wiser than all the others. The tribes learned one tongue and fought with one another no more. Many things did the wind tell Kijan, and he passed along the knowledge to all others. The Kerra prospered, until that day that an ill wind blew, bringing with it the ship of Ayr'Dal and his ilk. They stepped on the rocks that were the Kerran ancestors, and built walls to block the wind. They pushed the Kerra from the lands of their forefathers, and they brought death. Oh dear. I need to visit Pride Lake. And Pride Lake is in the Common Lands. Someone's got a very excited dog outside. I'm pretty sure it's in the Common Lands. Pride Lake. Pride Lake. Yes, here we go. Does anyone see a yellow circle spotting? There. That one in the middle. Okay. Cool. Can do that. and set him to run, and then I'm going to shove some stuff on my lips if I can get it. I can kind of get it, maybe. There we go. Lip balm. I don't know about you, but it is quite warm, and my lips are very dry. Right, which way were we headed? Which way were we going? We're there. We're heading to that bit. Okay, we're on course. Here's Grim Feather up. Gust Feather? Gust Feather, Grim Feather? Brackencoat. That's not the right one. There should be a flying... Maybe he's not up. You see a griffin very slowly flying across the common lands. That's who I mean. Right. Pride Lake? Yes. I should read the book. Continue. Read story one. Continue. Continue. Broadcast. With them, whether they meant it or not, the Ayr'Dalites brought diseases for which the Kerra had no name and no cure. Even Keegan succumbed, though he left his son, Varkareth, as leader. The winds howled and the rocks wept. It was a bitter time. Varkareth blamed the heretics, whose studies brought darkness and shadow to Odys. They studied the darkest arts of necromancy. They had killed his father. They would need to die. Okay. Let's go see some necromancers in the Commonlands. Oh, I did that thing with the water again. Right, the Tower of Zarvon is... Oh, it's just gone behind the rock. Other side of this rock. It's this one in front of me. I don't like this angle. Tower of Zarvon. Got it. Okay. Oh, shinies. I was going to say, normally there's shinies around this area. This is the only reason to come to the Zarvon Tower. There's normally one or two shinies around it. There's also tortured souls, but you know, we'll brush against that. It's fine. Who cares? New story one. Continue. Continue. They brought death. They killed his father. They needed to die. We've done it! Is that going to complete? No. Okay, let's see if I can do... If I can figure out how this newfangled works. So, I have an extra quest. I need to add a quest. Let's put it there. Add a quest. Name of quest. Oh, what was it called? The History of the Kerra? I didn't look. Thanks, dear. Thanks, Daybreak Cash. Tome. Miscellaneous? No. Hallmark? No. Is it not in Tome? World of It? Oh no, it's going to be in one. I tell you what. I'll do this in a second. It's a history of the Kerra part 1, but I'll get that sorted in just a second. So the end of the book says, even some of the Ayr'Dalites fought with the heretics. We Kerra were caught in the midst of their battle. And then the winds yet again came and said to the rocks, we will bear you elsewhere. And they blew hard, fast and strong. Okay, so I'll continue the story. We'll read story 2. Here we go. So it is called History of the Kerra. Okay. Did that do it? Yes! Okay, here we go. Why not try a newfangled thing straight away? Okay, let's do this one. So, with a gust of immense power and strength, the winds carried the village of Varkareth away to Lucklin. Varkareth embraced his new home and named the tribe that came with him the Varshir. Continue story 2. Many of those who had not flown with the wind left Odus, the land of their birth. In the west they settled upon Kerra Isle. Another tribe went east to an island in Ered's Crossing. Yet another tribe moved into the Stonebrunt Mountains. Okay. Need to visit Behemoth Pond. I believe that is... Where is it? Neck Forest, yeah. We'll nip into Neck Forest behind us. So we've already had that the Kerra were born from the rocks in Odus. We know where they are. I can go and show you those later. We also know that those who were on the rocks and went with the wind, they went up to Lucklin, which is the moon, and they became the Varshir, who we can play as a playable race. They're available. I'm looking for Behemoth Pond. Or Behemoth? How do you say it? I think it's this guy in the middle. Pretty sure. I think this is the Behemoth. Or what's left of him. Yeah. There we go. I should read the book. So there's the tail of whatever creature it was. And then we've got a rib cage as well. There's the rib cage of whatever that was. That was a big creature. To read the book. So we're reading that, we're reading continue, we're reading story 2. The winds could carry news from tribe to tribe, though sometimes the Kerra did not heed its words. When they listened to the wind, however, the Kerra learned many things. This is how they learned to fish, after all, by listening to the wind. Dab Bridge. One of these bridges in here. There, it's not too far away from me actually. Okay. Whoop. I went sideways and the tree didn't. Here we go, Dab Bridge. Read the book. Story 2. Ayr'Dal's Crossing. Listening to the wind. The Kerra have a saying that one who achieves greatness has earned her stripes. This is because the great Keegan was striped, though nowadays Kerra fur has many colours and patterns. A Kerra knows by the looking which tribe another Kerra is from by the colour and pattern, although this is only for us to know. Okay. So Kerra can understand where you're from by which pattern of fur you have. Need to visit the funeral pyre. I think we're still in here. Funeral pyre, there we go. If you see a flashing, let me know. I think it's somewhere around this area. Is it not somewhere? Or is that Net Castle? That's Darklight Woods. Oh. I've lost the funeral pyre. Oh, this is annoying. I'm sure I've seen it. Okay, I'm just going to look it up on Wiki. Wiki. Net forest. Funeral pyre. Why don't we get the actual location? North from the pot. There. Okay. That's not too bad because you just follow this road. Turn around and follow the road. Turn around. Follow the road. This is why I went to 100, like I unmented to level 65 again. Because I'm not running around Neck Forest in like none. We're not mentoring down to do these levels. No way. So we know that the Ayr'Dalites turned up on Odys and changed how the wind worked on there. So some of the Kerra left and became the Varshir on Lucklin, and some of them stuck around. There's the funeral pyre. Read the book. Story 2. Story 2. Did it! And I've got to put it in again. Quest. History of the carrot. Oh, I can't do it. I have my microphone in a minute. History of the carrot. What? There we go. Part 2. Now, the Varshir on Lucklin were different from the Kerra on Noath. Their ways were different, for they grew up so far away, until a day came when the veils between the worlds were lifted, and many Varshir came home. They had earned their stripes in the rough lands they lived, and yet they longed to be one of us again. We welcomed them home, and taught them what they had forgotten, and they heard from their own ear the word of wisdom from the they heard with their own ears the wisdom of the wind. Okay. Then we should have part 3. Ages of the world passed, and the Kerra listened and learned. Through our brothers in Lucklin, we grew stronger. Through our sisters of Noath, we grew in wisdom. We returned to the old ways as much as we could. One day the winds changed. No longer our mother, it shrieked and cried. It was a voice of pain and yearning. What it sought, we do not know. It tore apart the mountains and the woods. It stirred the depths of the seas. Cask's General Store. Random. That is Rivervale. Okay. So, we need to get back. We'll call to the guild hall. And have a hydrate while we do that. I've got a couple more. I think I've got 3 more of the history books that I wanted to go back through. Just to clear my journal a little bit as well. Just waiting for the guild hall to get back in. It's that warm, my ice has melted. I had like a whole like jam jar, Kilner jar full of ice, and it's just all melted. I did a little bit of Pepsi Max on top. Yeah, no, it's all melted. Right, okay, so I want Rivervale, which means we go through the Enchanted Lands to Rivervale. So we'll get there. We'll get there. We'll see. See what we get. Are we on the... Yeah, I was like, am I on the Sail Raptor or am I on something else now? Tell you what, when I learn how to fly. When I hit level 80, it's done. I'm not doing anything else, I'm just flying everywhere. Rivervale, here we go. Let's have a look. Casks General Store. I'm guessing it's the one in the middle here. Fool's Gold. Okay, no. Right. Oh. Casks. Cask General Store. Oh, it's not too far away. That way. Oh, I think it's this guy over here. Yes, here we go. Read the book. Yes, I do need. Yes, you do need to explore flying. For sure. So we were on story 3. The depths of the seas. The rocks too were changing. No longer fixed, they pushed and pulled, crying out in their agony. We were unable to comfort them. No offerings brought it peace. The lands reformed in unnatural ways. Middle Hills General Store. Over there somewhere. Interesting. Group of them. Not this one. Nope. This guy? I've lost myself. Middle Hills General Store. Here we go. Read the book. Story 3. The lands reformed in unnatural ways. In the sky, Lucklin heard the torment, and in sympathy it burst asunder, sending its children to join with Norath. But Lucklin was, and is, a powerful place, and its children were great. They destroyed what they meant to join. Now all the worlds are different. Those of the Varshir look to Lucklin and cannot but wonder if any who remain still live. Then the wind brought the Evora the word that we understood. Okay, so Lucklin heard the torment and in sympathy it burst asunder. Are we able to see the sky? Not quite. But Lucklin is the moon that exploded. Which was either the rendering or the sundering. I can't remember which way round it is. But parts of Lucklin fell to the sky. Which is, I don't know, sending its children to join the Norath? I don't know. Now the world's different. Those of the Varshir look to Lucklin and cannot but wonder if any who remain still live. Spoiler alert, they do. Right, visit the loom. A loom. Is it tea? The loom. Okay, so behind me. This area, this place? Yes. In the cities of men, our mother winds cannot find us, and beneath our feet the rocks do not know our names. But if you stand beyond the walls and listen, you can hear them yet calling us, and one day we will answer. The history of the Kerra, Part 2. Good. So what does all that mean? Well, we'll have a look. I can't pop back to the guild hall just yet, so I will call to home and I'll find the globe and I'll show you where we are. Because the things that have come to light, the history books have always been in games, so they have been in since the game launched, which means that it gives you a little bit of history of the races, but you can expand on that now because we have some of the areas that are mentioned in the books. So if I have a look at the voyage to Norath, so we can get to... That's Otis there. We need the Enchanted Lands. I need the Wizard Spire. I think it's the Wizard Spire that I can use. Or a Druid Ring. It's been a while since I've been up to these high level areas. So once we step off these zones, I'm a little bit like, I'm not quite sure what I'm doing, where I'm going, who I'm with. So we'll do that. Really sure. Essentially, if you can't find it on the globe, try a different method. Normally either Wizard Spire or the Druid Ring. Here we go, we've got a couple more things now. We have Stonebrand Highlands, which I think was mentioned in the book. One of the two books. Really sure it mentions it. So they're talking about, if we go back to book 1, it talks about the hills of Otis. This is Otis here. Southern half of Otis is the Sundered Frontier. So the Stonebrand Highlands is the north half of Otis. The Kerra was scattered by wind across Otis. And then Kijan, he brought the tribes together. The tribes prospered until the Ayr'Dals turned up. Kijan succumbed to an illness. Kerra then took over. So part 2, I think, talks about Stonebrand Highlands. Brushed them away to Lucklin. Yeah, called them the Varshir. Another tribe went east to the island of Errors Crossing. Yet another tribe moved into the Stonebrand Highlands. There we go. So we've got these areas that are in the game now. We've got Stonebrand Highlands. Have a look. We should be able to find the Kerra Isle where the Kerra survived. No. Not this one. Sundered Frontier? Feir'Dal, yes. The other side. I know my way around. So, Sundered Frontier, where you start. We will find the way out, which I can never remember. One of these ways. Got to go to the city of Feir'Dal to start with, which is just over there. You'll see it close up in just a second. So here's Feir'Dal. It's city of Ayr'Dal. You'll see it's completely neutral, so you can visit this at whatever level. Don't worry about anybody attacking you. They are happy to see us. So it's a city full of Ayr'Dals. This is where the Ayr'Dals were moved to, or had moved themselves to, however you want to say it. So I'm going to go to the launch pad. I think. Yes.
Hello.
Chat to the Ayr'Dal. I'm going to go to Kerra Isle Station. So when the book talks about the Kerra that moved to Stonebrand and moved to Sundered Frontier, I think Kerra Isle is where they originated, or where they were found themselves. Don't think I've shown you this before. What's up here? This is Kerra Isle. You'll notice now all the NPCs are Kerrans. So they're all here. It's kind of like a little area here. And then you come round the corner. The feathered vagabonds are fine. Don't need to worry about them. I think it's round this corner. Yeah. There's more Kerras. There's like a entrance way. We'll go up here. The music is great. I love the music in this zone. And we have a whole area of Kerras. We have a village of Kerra all here. There is a heritage quest here, which is the claws of somebody, which eventually we'll get to. Loads of Kerras. And I think the leader of the Kerra is down here. I forget. Yeah, tribal leader is, oh, you can't really see him. The bloom is just blowing him out. Kerra Chief Nurian. Nurian? There he is. So he's currently in charge of the Kerra up in Stonefront. Double check I was actually getting to the right place there. Right. So that is part of the area. I think those the seen in the background, see if we can see where the stones are. Yeah. So you can kind of see in the background, if I zoom in, you've got kind of a separation going on of stones and the land. Oh, I'm just on the microphone. The land is kind of being pulled apart for reasons. Talking about that would take too long. But yeah, so that's where you can kind of see where it used to be connected, and it's kind of been almost sort of stretched to breaking point, and then pieces are coming apart. But yeah, so that's Stonefront Highlands, and also wherever we are at the moment, Funded Frontier. One of the two. Yeah. If I get back to...
Well met.
I think I need to go back to Payneal. Yeah, I need to go back to Payneal to then go back onto the Spire Island. Can I jump from here? I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. I did it. Only do that if you've got a flying mount or a leaper. That's not safe to do with a horse. The other place we can get to is Lucklin. We can get to the city of Feir'Dal Midst, or we can get to the Blinding. In the middle of the light side of Norath's moon, Lucklin, one finds the sun-scorched region known as the Blinding, or we can go to the city of Feir'Dal, which is deep inside Norath's moon. Lucklin stands... Deep inside Norath's moon, Lucklin, stands the city of Feir'Dal Midst, a haven to all Norathians seeking refuge from the shadows and threats of this alien landscape. Shall we go and have a look? I don't remember what's up there. I don't think I can do it, can I? I did not meet the entrance requirements. Okay, no worries. I don't think I can get up there by the looks of it. However, Lucklin is available. I don't know where Varshir is. Would they be back at Kenos? Would there be a mentor? So I can show you what a Varshir looks like. Maybe. We'll hold on to that. We'll see if that's there. See if it works. There might be some Varshir mentors in and around Kenos. Normally when you can get a player, when there is a player race available, there's mentors available so that you can, you know, chat to them, find out where your race came from, etc. So I'm just wondering if I can talk to them, or at least show you what they look like. how they differ from Kerra. What's Kinos? Oh, frog. Yeah, God.
Good day to you, citizen. All preserved, Queen Antonia.
Bah? No?
I hate working this shift. If the gnolls don't attack now, I may die
No.
of boredom.
Don't know how to find Shabash here. Okay. To Google. If in doubt, Google it out. ET. To Vashia Mentor Kinos. Maybe there aren't any in Kinos. Maybe if I move that. Move mentor, let's have a look. There is a merc which I can get from the don't think I can get that from the marketplace. How do I get a Varshir?
Keep on your guard. Even in Kinos, we are not completely invulnerable from attack.
Yes. Okay, so to get in, to get up to Lucklin, I need to be level 120 in either adventuring or crafting and complete the quest Reign of Shadows Spirited Attacks. Okay, or some other one to do with Kinos. Okay, that's new. Okay. That's a new one far as the Varshir goes. They're a little bit out of my range at the moment. A bit out of my reach. Can I show you what they look like? Can I show you an image of one? Maybe. Oh, should I show you the king?
We must calm our emotions through
Is there any way to do that? It doesn't seem like it's doing. Oh, maybe. Yeah, so there we go. That's one of the kings. Cool. Okie dokie. Weird segue there. Right. So that's history of the Kerra done. Kerra done. I've got a couple. Well, I think a couple more. I've got. What else have I got to do? Oh, we could do some lore and legends. The kobold one. Got Bixie. Berry. Could do some of those. The other thing is the here we go. History of the Ayr'Dal, history of the humans. Is the third one? What have I got? Let's check the book. No, where's it gone? See, not that one.
Keep on your guard. Even in Kinos, we are not
History of humans. History of Feir'Dal. History of the Ayr'Dal. Oh. History. If you see history, let me know. History of. Did I do it? Shall we have a reread? We seem to be missing Feir'Dal. Let's have a reread, see what we want. So it's a three-part history, which we know. Yeah, looks like we've got them. So read history 1. Okay, so this is the Feir'Dal. Okay, try this again. It's history of the Feir'Dal, which I think is. I get the Dals mixed up. Really sure that's Wood Elves, yeah. Okay, it's the Wood Elves. Cool. I'm with it. Okay, we're with it. We're with it. We got it. So, the history of the Feir'Dal. The history of the Wood Elves. Our mother is Chunar, goddess of nature. One day, she walked alone in the woods, and an oak leaf fluttered to the ground before her, so that she need not walk in the mud. She picked it up and breathed upon it, creating the Feir'Dal. The Feir'Dal are most at home, surrounded by greenery. Long ago, we lived on Feir'Dal, in our city of Calathan amongst the trees. We've been Calathan today. We know what Calathan looks like. The woods of the Feir'Dal spread as wide to us as any sea and as bountiful. All we could want or need was available in the trees, from food to shelter to weapons and shields. Stories tell of the first day of the growth season, when the Feir'Dal bards would position themselves among the branches and sing songs of blessing and thanks to Chunar. For those below, it was as though the trees themselves were singing. From the trees, first saw the smoke of the first fires of the War of the Fae. The twisted Ayr'Dal with their minions thought of us as mere inconveniences between them and the Kerra. They thought to march through Feir'Dal to Felwith. Our resistance was strong, and yet we had not faced an enemy like this before. The Ayr'Dal pushed their minions to death, and when one fell, another came in from behind in its place. They fought without honour. They cast us aside, burning our homes and mocking our sorrow. We stood with the Ayr'Dal before Felwith, those who were not still locked in skirmishes through Feir'Dal. It filled our hearts with such sadness to look beyond one battlefield to see our homes burning beyond. Okay. Part 2. It's over there for some reason. So story 2. The War of the Fae ended, the Ayr'Dal scattered, and we looked upon the ruin of the land. And then one of the Feir'Dal children climbed a blackened tree and began to sing the song of renewal, as though it were the first day of the growth season, and we wept. A tree may take many, many seasons of growth to reach its maturity, yet it can be destroyed in less than a day. Though much of our home was beyond repair, we did what we could. Our platforms were smaller, perhaps, but we rebuilt among the branches. War had not yet finished for us, as the Velosian army rose anew during the age of war. You are asleep in the branches of your home and hear the rhythmic thump of iron-shod feet below. Our dreams were constantly filled with the sound of marchers heading to battle. You are so noisy when you go past me, honestly. Though we felt safe enough in our rebuilt homes, our dreams were troubled. Many Feir'Dal took this as a sign from Chunar that we must go to war to protect Chunaria, that which is now called Antonia. And so we took up our bows and knives and made for Kinos. There were many dark days in the city of men, unable to feel true grass or touch living bark. Even in such a terrible time, we looked over the walls of the city with great longing for the woods. Many gardens in Kinos today were built by those who were brought with us, who did not fight. Those who brought with us did not fight. Okay, and then book 3. We didn't do book 3. Here we go. The war ended with the terrible slaying of the Velosians by the Green Mist. Their army weakened and leaderless, they fled into the hills. Finally, we were able to leave the city to heal the trees that were damaged by the foul Velosians. We stayed to help repair the forest surrounding Kinos, never dreaming that our own home may have been in danger. For the rending began then, and the world as we knew it before the wars changed. Beneath our very feet the ground split and Antonia was splintered apart. So it's kind of talking about the war we've got the War of the Fae, we've got the Losian rising up and attacking Kenos, which if you've ever seen the beginning, there's like a, what do you call it? A movie at the beginning of the game, or there used to be. It talks about how the Wood Elves came to protect Kenos against the Losian army, and also Freeport was under attack at the same time. So it's just talking about those two armies, because obviously Freeport used to be on the same continent as Antonia before everything exploded, before the world exploded. I'm making sense, I hope. Long ago. You got the same hats. We've got the same hats. Nice. Okay, so I should read the book? No. Ah. Okay, part 3, Tangleford Farms. That is Enchanted Lands, I think. We'll try it. See where we end up. Really sure. Tangleford Farms. Did you do that again? Oh, it's all the way over there. Okay. Well, that's okay, because there's an advert running anyway. So by the time the advert's finished, I'll have got there. We'll be good. No? Oh, that's F10. Wait. Pressing all the wrong buttons here. Am I still... Yeah, I'm still working. Okay. Interesting that as the temperature cools down, the camera works again. Shall I say that and then it'll tell me not? The camera will be like, nope, you're done. I'll be like... pause myself in some random position. I did hit. Yeah. It's like, did I hit record? Did I hit record? Okay, Tanglewood Farms. Foomby we'll get to as well eventually. He has a large quest for us. Heritage quest. They're not going to hurt me. Nope. Okay. I'll go up here just to make sure. So, read the book. Story 3. The war ended. The seas roiled, tossing the ships in the harbour about like toys in a rain barrel. We climbed the highest branches, which broke in the winds. Lachlan too shattered, like the lands around us. We called to Janar, but she did not answer. We had to stand strong and prove our worth as her children. Oh, we're nighttime now. Can we see? Oh, you can kind of see it. It's not as trying to fall off. Kind of going behind the tree. So there's Lachlan, and you can kind of see the scar that is on it at the moment. And these are all, this stuff coming off it is like the pieces of it. It used to be a lot more broken than that. They've kind of fixed it back together by us going up to Lachlan and fixing it. But there's Lachlan, and then that is Drinell, or Drinnell, however you want to say it. That is the other, the two moons. There is a rumoured third. I don't know too much about that. But I'm just putting that out there that there is a rumoured third one. I don't know. So, Bog Tower Crossing. That's Runny Eye, isn't it? Yes, that's inside Runny Eye. Okay. While I'm here, see if I can get my piece of stone that I'm missing. 4 or 5. There. Oh, hang on. Try again. Gambling. What are we gonna get? Anything? Oh. I Damaged fetish or a scrying stone. We'll go for the scrying stone. More gambling. We'll have a gamble. Yay! Look at that! I've got it on camera. Nice. Did it! We got it! We got the scrying shame! We can go back to Tish. Oh my gosh. Right, okay, so we're on our way to Runny Eye. That was a segue. No, I found one of those shiny things. In Antonica, I want to say, and it gave me like 3 coins, and I was like, I am just 1 coin away from finishing that quest for Trish, and I was like, keep an eye out for them. So I'm going to nip into Runny Eye and find Bog Tower Crossing. We'll do that. I'm trying to cross off things on my list, but journal not gets crossed off. And then we'll go see Dish as well. We'll go say hello. So I think doing quests for her means I can then finish a quest for somebody else. Yeah. It's all very convoluted. Runny Eye said stop. Go to Runny Eye, not the Gathering. We won't go to the level 90 zone yet. We'll get there. Maybe. While we wait, have a sip, have a hydrate. If you haven't stretched for a while, have a stretch as well. Move the legs. Oh, it's nicked on the ankle. But yeah, if you haven't moved something, like a leg or an arm or something like that, it's usually the shoulders for me. That's what I need to concentrate on, moving. Here we go, we're in Runny Eye. And again, we're level 65, so nothing should hurt us. Bog Crossing? Yeah, it's just up here. You can enjoy the Runny Eye music with me. Bum, 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 bum. Tell you what, when you got to kill 100 goblins, this music gets a little bit to you. Gets to you a little bit. Here's Bog Crossing. Got it. Bog Tower Crossing. Okay. I should read the book. Proper earworm, isn't it? Bum 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 bum. Okay, read story 3. Stayed, help repair. Tonica ripped apart. Stand and prove our worth as her children. The leader of the Keynos granted us lands that we could rebuild at home as Feir'Dal. Feir'Dal? Feir'Dal? Feir'Dal was considered lost. The willow wood is beautiful to me, yet I am mindful that a willow can also be called a weeping willow. So we've now got to visit the Runny Eye Ward. Is that here? Ah, Enchanted Lands. Okay, we need an easy way out of Runny Eye. Right. Bear with me. Can't get off that bit. If we jump down into here, hop, we're back at the beginning. Enchanted Lands. There we go. That's a quick way down. Would not recommend it if your group has just worked its way all the way up there. That never happened to me. I don't know what you're on about. I've never done that. I've never left off the side and gone, oh, I'm down here again. So, Runny Eye Ward. You are the Runny Eye Ward. Okay. If you were the Runny Eye Ward, where would you be? There. Straight ahead. Okay. As the crow flies, straight ahead. Ah, it's this dude. Oh, wait. I saw it. Yeah. Nice. That's the bunny eye ward there. Oh. Don't know what he's... I think he's supposed to be a dragon. Goblin. Something. Don't know. Okay. Feir'Dal. So, killed them off. Antonia's back. Reaping willow. The tears of our elders watered the ground, and from their tears sprang green grass and tall oaks. Some days I walk into the remnants of the Ayr'Dal forest and sing songs of the old days. I sing the song from the first day of the season of growth. Chinar, mother of all, bless the lands we live on. There we go. So that was History of the Feir'Dal, part 2-3. Get this right. Feir, apostrophe D-A-L, comma, yeah, and then part 1, 2, 3. There we go. Lovely. Okay. I'll take a segue to go and talk to Tish Tickers. Discovered a bridge. Yes. Because I have a feeling if I turn that quest into here, I can do another quest. Or finish off another quest, that makes sense. It was one of those, go do a quest for Tish, and then come back to me when you'd finished the quest. And I think she's just in Thundering Steps somewhere. So we'll get another Thundering Steps quest done. There we go. More quests. Do that. Tish, Tickers, where are you? Why is everybody... Oh, you're all repeatables. Okay. You're there. Okay, so we go around the corner. We can do that. We can do that, can't we? We'll finally get some quests completed. Oh, shiny. Oh, I don't need that one. I'll save it for somebody else. Oh, you're gonna let me up. Thank you. Never happened before. Hop to it. She's by the shoe ponies. Shoe ponies, shoo. She's by that guy. Yeah, got plenty of time. Wayland March, here we go.
Shoe ponies. Shoe.
Shoe ponies, shoo. Dish. Didn't know what I helped you with, Amy, there. Tish? Tish? Ha, found you.
Hello, well met.
Daffy! Please move. Please move. Thank you. We did it. We moved him. How goes the search? I hope you found those coins soon. I can't stop thinking about those clockworks. Some of them can climb walls and enter windows, you know. And they have spikes all over them. Really sharp ones. I found your coins. You did it! Wonderful. You're a lifesaver. I wish I could get you a more fitting reward, but I'm in quite a bit of debt. Thank you so much. Here, I've packaged these coins with a return letter. Please deliver this to Jack for me. Okay. Do we want the Lantern of the Earth? Oh, is this a colour? Can I be a colour? Add quest. Thank you. A scrying shame. Scrying shame. I was worried about the colour. I was just wondering about the colour. Scrying shame. I hope I've read that. I hope I've written that right. We'll find out. Ooh, so this is colours, I think. Shall I be grass? Do you want to be green? Be green? I think we go green, grass.
Good day.
I'm wondering if this is another quest of hers or whether it's a repeatable. I can't quite tell the difference. I think it's a grey quest. She says, I wonder if I can get another loan. I think if I reinforce my wagon frames and add spikes to the roof, I can avoid any misplaced giant feed interrupting my studies. Now, what to do about the gnolls? Oh, hello again. What's wrong with the gnolls? The gnolls stole some very valuable magic equipment from me, and I need to get it back if I'm going to resume my research. Not to mention the fact that it could be very, very dangerous if misused. I don't suppose you'd be willing to help me recover it, would you? I suppose I could help you again, yeah. The Gnoll Cave. Nope, I think this is a new quest. Great! The gnolls have taken my equipment to a cave near here, but they've used some sort of my own magic to seal the entrance. I'll need you to gather a few key components for me so that we can break in. He gives a list of items that I'll need to use. I'll need in order to prepare a spell to counter their lock. Come see me once you've finished. Okay. Yeah, no, good. We'll come back to that. Right, return to Jacques in the Thundering Steppe. This is the very first dude that we spoke to. He's right at the beginning of the door to Antonia. Yeah. So there is somewhere. Shoe ponies. I'm going to head to that Griffin station there. Is Doomsquall up? He was up when I was trying to harvest earlier. Because he's always up when I'm trying to harvest. No, I don't think he is. No. I was trying to harvest earlier and I forgot I meant it down to level 20 for the... Oh, there he is! Oh! I forgot I mentioned down to level 30 for the quest, the Strange Black Rock quest. And I nearly came a cropper because Doomsquall just turns up out of nowhere. There he is, there's the fella. Hi. Yes. Right, so we are going back to the Antonia station. So while we do that, we'll say goodbye to Doomsquall. Bye, Doomsquall. Well, that was a giant. Hello. Through another giant. I like it when the epics are up. That's cool. Just adds a little danger to your life. As if there's not enough danger running around Thundering Steppes. Yes, we're back in the Thundering Steppes again. I realise that. So I'm going to talk to Jacques. And he'll be like, Sacre bleu. Because he's French, because his name's Jacques. And then he'll carry on in a terrible French accent and say, I gave you that quest ages ago. Well, why are you... When did he give it? When did I get that quest? Jacques, where are you? Thundering Steppes, aren't you? History. What's your step? Oh, 16th of February. Valentine's Day. Around about Valentine's Day we did that. Would have been one of the very first ones that we picked up when we came into Thundering Steppes. There are easier ways of getting the coins, but why do we want to do that? Why not find them from our own merit? You can buy them off the broker. You can actually use the scrying stones whenever you see one, which I haven't been doing. There we go. Jacques. Hello. Bonjour.
Greetings.
Have you completed your delivery yet? I have a reply from Tish. There we go. It finally worked. Watch your step in the Thundering Steppes, part 2. The Beguiler's Cowl of Intelligence. I think I'm wearing better. Wonderful. I'll deliver this on my next run into town. Go, take a break, and come see me when you're ready for more. I'll return as soon as I'm ready. Jack,
Salutation.
are you ready to deliver more mail? More mail? Of course. Part 3, and we get a cloak. It's not as good as the cloak we've got. This delivery is for Brianna in Thundermist Village. Since we're delivering a package this time, you'll need to get her to sign a receipt for it before you come back. Okay. Nice. Okay, we need... One tick that. I'll go see Brianna in just a minute. But we have the history of the Ayr'Dal Part 2, which we need to read the book for. That's the Feir'Dal, we did that one. That's the Ayr'Dal there. So let's have a reread of this, catch up on the story, remember what we're doing, and then we'll go do that one. So if I reread story 1, just so I know where I am. Ah, yes, okay, this is the girl. My name is Trini Melosus, and I am a half-elf. I guess that's why my teacher asked me to write a research paper about our history, as if we have a history of our own. But since I need to pass this class, I guess I'll write one. So, you're walking around Keenos, or maybe even Freeport. I live in the Willowwood, so I just have to guess about you-know-where. And you see someone who has pointy ears like an elf, is taller than an elf, but not so tall as a human. And what have you got? Ayr'Dal. In my opinion, which doesn't necessarily reflect the view of my teacher, our half-elves are gorgeous, with our pointy ears and great complexions. I mean, high elves look kind of scrawny next to one of us, don't they? They're ethereal-like. It's kind of creepy. Obviously, we're called half-elves because half our blood is elvish. What makes the other half? Human. I don't know if there's any other half-elf that's like half-elf and half-dwarf. So it's always half-human. Why they don't call us half-human, I don't know. Actually, I do know. Half-human is an insult. Which makes me wonder, is half-elf supposed to be an insult too? That would be pretty rotten, don't you think? Anyway, back to our history. So, an elf and a human fall in love and their baby turned out to be one of us. A party? I like her. I like this quest. Mostly half-elves are the offspring of humans and Feir'Dal, wood elf. That's because wood elves are nearly the nicest of the bunch. Don't mind talking to other folks. My best friend Darian is a wood elf. She's like a sister to me. Say, I wonder if she really is my sister. That would be great. So, a half-elf marries a half-elf and they have a child. Is that child a quarter elf? If a half-elf marries a full elf, probably a Feir'Dal, they're the nicest. Is their baby a 3/4 elf? Could my descendants, if I have any, marry elves enough to eventually turn back into full elves? Thinking about that kind of stuff makes my head hurt. I don't mind telling you that I can't stand those snooty Ayr'Dal. Who do they think they are anyway? I mean, half-elves are elves too. Sort of. They talk down to us, as I'm sure the Teardal do in Freeport about their half-elves. But think about it, we're the children of love. The only elves who are actually decent to us are the Feir'Dal. So, when their homes were all torn up and Calithin was destroyed, who took them in? Ayr'Dal. Those lightweight Ayr'Dal couldn't be bothered, of course. The snobs. Humans, which are the other half and a half-elf, have usually treated us fairly. You might run into one of those two types that don't hold with mixed marriages. But I've yet to say it. I've got to say it again. We're the children of love. Completed the quest. And you can't force anyone to love anything else, just because of what they are. Except maybe for badgers. They're really mean. And once I got a nasty slice on my arm from one. I'll show you the scar later. But gosh, they sure are cute. I totally adore those little pink noses. So even though they're mean, I absolutely love badgers. Just for being badgers. Thanks, All Access. Your timing was perfect. So we have History of the Ayr'Dal. Of the Ayr apostrophe DA. Whoop. AL. Have my microphone. And that is part 2. Yeah. So we'll read part 3. Ayr'Dal Part 3. Didn't you? You three. When Lachlan shattered, it was pretty awesome. All of North had already been through some pretty rough times, and then the biggest thing in the sky suddenly goes kapow one day. I'm glad I didn't see it though, because it might have been creepy. Until you hear the story of the duckling that goes around saying, "The sky is falling, the sky is falling." Was it a goose? Anyway, was that about the shattering or what? It was written by a half-elf. True story, but pretty creative. It's real funny, I think. The high and mighty high elves now have to live like the rest of us, among the mortals. Sometimes they'll sneak over into Castleview Hamlet just to irritate them. They'd rather we remember our place and stay in the Willowwood. Okay, we've got to visit the Drowning Causeway. Why do I get the feeling this is here? Oh no, it isn't. It's Feir'Dal. Okay, we will go to the Feir'Dal. Hop. Kind of. Oh, kind of. Oh, maybe. Oh, third time. Do I need it for the dock?
I greet you.
Am I going to go up on a ride? And we'll do dock station and see where we end up. Have a drink if you've got one. It's going to be a while. Nearly out of Pepsi. I am now officially out of Pepsi. Pepsi Max. Have you tried any of the flavoured Pepsi Max? I hear from good authority Pepsi Max Cherry is very nice. I quite like the lime one, only until... Only if it's cold. If it warms up, I'm not happy with it. Same with Coke Zero Vanilla. The Vanilla Coke Zero. I like that, but only when it's cold. As soon as it warms up, I'm not happy. I don't know. Right. Oh, the Feir'Dal just kicked in. Did you hear that sound? Okay, let's continue the story. Read 3. So, last we knew. You see, the Willowwood has been the home of half-elves for a very long time. The humans can be as snobby as the high elves sometimes, and we half-elves really like doing things our own way. So we built our little village right there, and it's been great. Jungle of Ayr'Dal. Evolve? This? Yes. I should read the book. As I mentioned earlier, when the Wood Elves got displaced from the Feir'Dal, they came right to us. We like a lot of the same things, although not the same kind of music. That's okay, we get along fine. Altar of the 4 Cannons. That's somewhere. Altar of the 4 Cannons. Uh-oh. Oh, I can just see it. Can you see that? Did you see that flash? There we go. So, I'll sneak round through. I think I'm okay in here. Again, I don't think anything's going to get me at level 60. Anything Shattered Lands, I think I'm alright. Maybe a bit dubious in Lava Storm. But we'll see. Bit of jungle music for you. Not that kind of jungle music. We're not talking the jungle is massive music. I'm showing my age now, aren't I? Early 2000s music was very sort of, over here in the UK, it was very sort of happy hardcore. Think Darude Sandstorm. That sort of music. If I mention Sandstorm, everybody knows Sandstorm. Well, let's go on the altar then. Let's have a look. Story 3. Nope. Think we're getting to the end. Get along fine, don't like the same music. Teacher's note. Trini, you have, as usual, managed to fill space without substance. You will rewrite your paper, correcting any fallacies and removing your personal opinions therefrom. Badges, indeed. And we've completed part 2. No, part 3. Have my microphone again. History. Yes. Oh. Ayral. Part 3. 1, 2, 3. So we know the Kerra. We know where they came from. We know their history, that they were born and came to life in Odys. We know that the Feir'Dal, the Wood Elves, came from Calatin, but during the War of the Fae and the clashes between the Relosian Empire and Kenos and Freeport, they came to help defend Antonia and where Chinar lived and things, or Chinar is from, and that sort of thing. We know that the Ayr'Dal, we kind of know that they're from all over. They're kind of a mixed bunch. We know that they are the love between an elf and a human. Or an elf and somebody else, maybe. I don't know. But we'll have a look. So, Port Nathax for the history of humans. Port Nathax is... Neck Forest. Yes. Okay. It's just like, why is it in the Thundering Steppes if it's just Neck Forest? We'll scoot back. So while I'm scooting back, again, if you want to have a stretch, if you want to have a drink, if you need to stretch your legs a little bit, maybe, I will be a minute or two repositioning back to Neck Forest. Won't miss anything. Apart from me just burbling and also probably getting lost. I mean, I was having a conversation about, jungle music. Didn't miss anything. Okay. So we are now going to head into Neck Forest. Next to us. I think Port Nathax is the dock area. Oh, I should have stretched that back. Ooh. Got it. I think this is Port Nathax. Maybe when I step off. Oh, person. Yes, Port Nathax. When you're doing these sort of quests, you have to go to where the marker is rather than I'm here kind of thing. Because, if it says go to Kenos, it's like, well, Kenos is a big area. But there'll be one area, one little circly marker area where it says this is the part. This is the part where you need to be. Talking too fast. So let's have a read of the history of humans. So I know we're on part 2, but I'm going to reread part 1 just so I remember what's going on because my memory. So this is the story of 2 cities, the cities of men, Kenos and Freeport. They stand on islands that used to be part of a larger continent of Antonia. One is in the east and the other is in the west. They're both different, yet share something in common. They're created by humans. Humans were found mainly in and around the plains of Kerra in the centre of Chinaria. To the west, Kenos was founded by Antonia Bayle I. It was founded by a strong, noble people who believed in the ways of law and order. In the east, the city of Freeport developed into a dangerous port for those venturing into the ocean of tears. Its leader, Zalukan Dalir, consolidated his leadership over the city through various strategic alliances. It is ironic that the studious erudites, who were descended from humans, began the age of turmoil through the uncovering of lost arts. Their battles caused chaos and changed the lands. Change can be frightening, and the reaction of the many to fear is heightened violence and suspicion to anything that is different. Goes for today, really, doesn't it? Freeport was filled by riots, as frightened and greedy citizens struggled for control. This civil unrest occurred near simultaneously with the arrival of the dreadnoughts, although this could be pure coincidence. In Kinos, violence within the city began in earnest with the War of Plagues. The undead, corrupt citizens and soldiers attacked the city from all sides. Finally, the citizens were able to repel the invaders and cleanse itself of the evil which had crept into it. So that's part 1. Not a very fun part. Part 2. As a result of the two cities' years of strife, they seemed to withdraw from the world at large. Battles raged on during the ensuing Age of War, and humans took part, but the focus of the many wars seemed to be the other races of Norath. The humans of both Kinos and Freeport knew that whether the other races fell or repelled their attackers, they would soon receive their share of the fighting. It was no surprise when armies of orcs began to assail both Kinos and Freeport. This is the one that the Feir'Dal went to help with. The Battle of Defiance raged on both fronts for several days. In the end, both cities survived, but at the cost of many hundreds of lives. The citizens knew as well that they were not entirely defeated their enemies, only driven them away. The world of the Tranquil was... Oh, hang on. Let's put my teeth back in and try that again. The word of the Tranquil was first heard around this time. While its origin is uncertain, it is undeniable that many mortal beings dreamt of hearing these words. When the shadows are broken and fire rains from the sky, seek refuge within the cities of men. At first, the rumblings of the mountains and the changes in the sea were thought to be simple anomalies. As the years passed, it was clear that an age of cataclysms had befallen Norath. The cataclysms were of all types: earthquakes, flooding, and the inconceivable melting of Valius. The seas became too treacherous to travel, and many parts of the world began to collapse into the caverns of Subterranea during this time of rending. Then a small earthquake allowed the turbulent seas to enter a small cavern formed by the collapse of Subterranea. It was like the ripping of threads and could not be stopped until the churning waters poured through and broke Antonia apart. There you go. Bear with me. A history. History of the humans. History of the humans. History of the humans, part 2. Let's go bold. There we go. That is the... We had... What does it say it in here? Oh, that's not going to be much. So we had the cataclysms, we had the earthquakes, the flooding, and the melting of Valius. The seas became too treacherous to travel, and many parts of the world began to collapse. So that's where all the continents went. They didn't sort of break apart, because it's always been like a where did the land go? If you look at the maps of EverQuest and EverQuest 2, there's kind of pieces missing, and it's like, well, where did all that land disappear to? But by the sounds of it, it collapsed because the sea got underneath into the caverns underneath in Subterranea. Subterranea? Not sure how you say that. You know, like those words that you've always seen but never heard. And then the sea gets in. Obviously, nothing underneath. Erodes underneath. The whole everything above collapses. That's how we end up where we are. So, story 3. History of Humans, part 3. What happened afterwards? Through this time, the cities of Kinos and Freeport managed to survive on their respective chunks of the former Antonia. Kinos called its new environments New Antonia, while Freeport declared the new continent would be named Delia. As though these changes were not enough, Luckland exploded without warning. Some survivors who saw the event with their own eyes were blinded by the white-hot light at the moment Luckland shattered. So we had the seas... So we had the rending, and then we had the shattering. So the rending is this the world and the land vanishing into what we have the contents of now. Where are we? Can I show that? Can I show North? Kind of, yes. Let's get rid of that. So we had... So there's Kerra. That's where Antonia is. So we have... There's Kinos. That's Antonia. That's Thundering Steps. So that's our little area. If you start at Kinos. You then have Delia, which is Freeport, Common Lands, and Neck Forest. So they used to be joined. I suppose all that used to be joined, I suppose. Don't know. And then the seas split everything. So then instead of it all being called... What was it called? So that was all known as Antonia before. But because it's now separated, Kinos went, well, we'll just call ourselves New Antonia then. we just called ourselves New Antonia. We'll just stick New in front of it. It'll be fine. And then Freeport, ran by Luke and Delia. But nah, I'm going to name it after myself. The ego. For part 3, I need to visit Deathfist Lookout. We're going to my least favourite zone. We're going to Zack. I think. I hope we're going to Zack. Yeah, I'm going to Zack. Oh, I don't like Zack. We'll have a look. Zack. The Orcish Waste. Here we go. Orcish Waste. So we're going to have a look at the orcs and where they live. So when we've been talking about orcs, the Relosian army that attacked Feir'Dal, like Chinaria. Sorry, I'll get the right one. The Orcish army that joined with the Teardal, the Dark Elves, to eliminate the High Elves, and they came through Calithin and set Calithin alight. I believe these may be Relosians. I can't remember my history of Zack. Deathfist Lookout. Map. Location. A. B. C. D. Deathfist Lookout. Where are you, Deathfist Lookout? Oh, it's that one. Oh, you're going to like this. We're going to aim for that tunnel there. So, whoop, there. If I click that, that'll tell me where I'm going. Yeah, I don't like that. I keep saying this. It's kind of like a battleground as such. You can tell when you're looking at things around here that there has been a massive battle that's taken place, and the world is like the land is not very nice. Are we going up this way? I think. Yeah. This is it. This is what I was looking for. This tunnely bit. Whoop. 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 There we go. Don't know who these people are. Dark and Den. That sounds like fun. So essentially, Deathfist Lookout is the... Ooh, sorry. It's like a windy way. You'll see this because it turns up on a few quests. Can't actually see Deathfist from here though. This is the interesting bit. Deathfist is That way. It's over there somewhere. I need to read the book. That's how I read. What do I read? New content called Delia. White hot moment that luckily shattered. This event was known as the Shattering. Within days of the explosion, Norath was pummeled by burning chunks of rock. Entire villages that had made it through the rending were flattened or burned to the ground. So when we read about the history of the Kerra and they were on about sending chunks of Lucklin with their Varshir on it, that's what they meant. That's what they're on about. Spirit Lake, I think we've just been through there. So here we go. This is Death Fist. Death Fist Citadel here. There. You've got Emperor Fist? Emperor something or other? Emperor Fist. Yeah, thank you. Fyst. He lives in there. We'll get to that. There's a lot of that happening. But yeah, that occurs. So, Spirit Lake. I did not realise I could jump this high up. Never mind. Spirit Lake. One of the green areas. I think it's that circly bit there. Come on, Spirit Lake, there we go. Yeah, there he is, the spiral. Okay, nothing around. Nothing around. Don't touch the water. So there's Spirit Lake. Spirit Valley. If you touch the water though... Oh, I think I accidentally did it. There we go. We get attacked by Spirit Lake rivulets. Are you not going to help? I mean, I could do it myself, but I thought I'd get you to help. Zaffa. Last one. Dead. Yeah, so if you are of the level to have an issue, don't step in the lake. It does eventually become a spirit of the lake if you keep stepping in and then a mob turns up who's named. But it'll be great for me. Anyway, read the book. Lovely shattered, rending. For the next several seasons, the skies continued to cry burning rocks that hissed in the roiling seas or crushed and burned whatever they fell upon. It was a dark and dangerous time. Eventually the seas and skies calmed. The citizens of Freeport and Kenos began the task of rebuilding their cities. They were soon rejoined by other races, as folks whose home and lands had been destroyed sought refuge. The Charred Veil. I think... Is that somewhere? I think it's that bit there. Yeah. Okay, so we just go hop over that. We can hop over that, I think. Oh, maybe not. Maybe. Oh, sad fall. Try again. We get over that bit. So close. Oh, so close. Wait, I could have gone round by the time I'm here. Oh, no. They put a lip. No. Wait, try again. Push forward. Oh, try again. Ah, did it. I'm watching too many speedruns of Legend of Zelda and like pushing up against the rocks so that Link stops and they get some stamina back. Okay. The Charred Veil. Like I say, it's not a nice place, Zach. I don't like it. Pop up here. Overlooking the charred vale. Yeah, mate. Always walked off from me. Fine. Famine. So, read story 3. Lovely shattered. Refuge. With the influx of so many new faces, the cities, so long the strongholds of humans, are becoming more diverse. And, as always, it's the humans who adapt the quickest to these strangers. Who knows what the future for Kenos and Freeport holds? Who knows what is in the future for Kenos and Freeport? Have a microphone. That's a bit big. There we go. Nice. There we go. So that is the history of the humans. Humans. Part 1, 2, 3. There we go. Amazing. And that is 772 quests done. Let's just have a check. So in the journal completed, it says 770. In the achievement for quest, we are on 769. We're never going to have a full number. But the achievement for 8,500 quests is this, addicted to quests. So we will hit 8,500 before we get the achievement. That's where we're at. Okay, that is 4 of the history books done. We've just completed them. Do we get ones? Yeah, we've got ones to sit in there. So those are the books with the quest in them. There's two books. So you got the books with the quest, and then we get given some books to sit in the home. So there's Kerra. Sorry, there's Feir'Dal. There's Ayr'Dal. There's humans, and there's Kerra. So they all kind of look a little bit different slightly. But yeah, what are we doing? And 2. Okie dokie. Oh yes, and the Tish Tinkers. I don't know what button that was. I'm so sorry, eligible target. I think this is going back to when we had torches. So you would have a torch slot in your character's inventory, and the lantern, I think, could change the colour of the torch. So everybody would walk around with quite a yellow torch, whereas this one would give you like a green colour or something like that. Very, very faint different colour. But yeah, what's that? Oh, the package for Brianna. Should we go and do that? Well, I've got 10 minutes to spare. Let's go and do Brianna's quest. Why not? There are some horses around somewhere. Oh yeah, you get ambushed. This is another reason I don't want to talk. I don't want to. Okay. Ooh, glass eye. Yeah, there tends to be bushes that happen around. I will have run back by the time I figure out where the ponies are. Because I can cover half of it with a distance like this. Nope. Right, let me consult the map because I don't know where I am. I could go back to the dock, couldn't I? Where am I? So I'm there. I could go back to the dock. There's the druid ring. Oh, the Altarian Spire. I could do that. That would be good because that puts me near to Thundermist Village. Is it Thundermist? It's not Thundermist. Is it Thundermist? I'm so confused. You're confused. Right, head here, Head to Thundering Steps. Let me in. Thundering Steps. And whatever that village is that's nearby, that's where Brianna is. And we'll go do that. Forgotten. The advert is about to start. Again, if you want to have a drink, have a stretch, hydrate yourself, whatever you need to do, it's just your hourly reminder that you've been sitting down for an hour. So I'm going to stretch my shoulders because it's my shoulders that hurt. Pretty sure she's here. Why do I get the feeling she's not here? Oh. Was there a reason? I dropped the package and some of the items inside fell out. At least I made it away from those dogs. I should take what's left to Brianna. Oh. Oh, I got attacked by dogs apparently. You in here? Yes. Hello.
Hail to ye!
Oh, what kind of work do you think you can do with those little arms like those? If you're here for the apprenticeship, it's been filled. No, I'm here to deliver a package to you. Sure, I see it. Mine looks damaged. What happened here? Did you open it up? No, I was chased by some dogs and accidentally dropped it. Okay, these things happen. However, it says right here on top that it was insured by you and your delivery service. So, I'm going to need you to replace those things. Okay. Uh-oh, supplies. Ooh, an 18-slot crate. And an earring. Well, here it looks like 5 forged tin swords were damaged. I'm going to need you to either buy me some new ones or make them for me. Why don't I keep this delivery receipt until you bring them to me, so I know your return? Thank you for being so generous. 5 tin longswords. Can I make tin longswords? Tin? No. Go to a tin. Long. Tin longsword. I can make them. Tin longswords. Tin. Yes. Back to the guild hall. Let's try it. Fingers crossed we have enough stuff in. We'll try it. This will be the first time I think I've done this quest. I think I got stuck on the tin swords before that. I mean, I don't think I've done it since, like, since before. Oh, Year of Darkcore, August. A little mini Dorothar. Right, so, I think we do it on this. Tin longsword. Tin sword. Long. L-O-N-G. I've got to make how many? Why am I looking over there? That's OBS. 5. Okay, here we go. No skills. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Okay, we did it. There's one. So if we can do this, it's 2 quests. Because they can go back to Jacques as well afterwards. Two. There's that one, there you go. Thing updating. Oh, it's getting bright. That's cool. Oh, it's getting sunny. I don't think this camera can cope with the southern sunshine very well. I feel like I'm in darkness. Oh, I'm running out of power. Was that 4? Yes, one more. Let's go. There we go. There's 5. Right, back to Brianna. Oh, it's slow in the guild hall. It's slow without the doing steps. Okie dokie. Right, I'll take the griffin. Oh, there you are. I was like, there's a tamer somewhere. Thunder Mist. I know, it's lazy. Not too 66. What are we on? Like 14% to go? 86. Yeah, it wasn't bad. That was me eyeballing it. I was like, 14%. Yeah. I feel like the griffin's slower. Oh well. It'll be fine. Ba-ba-da-ba-bum. Yay, we did it. Right. Brianna, I have some swords for you. How did the dogs hurt the swords? Damage the swords? Questions I shouldn't be asking, really. Hi.
Hail to ye!
Well, you have the long swords to replace the damaged ones? Yes, right here. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's 18 slot. Great. It's a helicopter. Thanks. I didn't hear you wink. Good. It looks like it will do. Here's your receipt. Thanks. Okie dokie. Let's head back out. Take the receipt from Brianna.
Well
It's got
met.
stuck. And take it to Jack. For some reason, I got stuck saying biryani. And I was like, that's not right. And then my brain's like, I don't know what you're on about. And I was like, the lady's name. It's like, Brianna. Brianna? How do you want to say it? I'll take it back to Jacques. What is the terrible French accent? Look, if you're gonna call a character Jack, you're gonna have to give him an accent. Zut alors. Jack.
Well met.
Not very French. Oh, welcome back. Have you delivered your have you completed your delivery yet? Yes, I have Brianna's receipt. Yay! Ah, there is Brianna's receipt. I have to do it every time. Thank you. Here's your payment for today's work. Okay. Pardon?
Greetings.
Great, great. I have one final letter for you to deliver if you would. Sure. This letter needs to go out to Deputy Nettlebrine in the Enchanted Lands. I'd take it myself, but after my last trip on a boat, it's best that I don't. Okay, I'll do it for you then. Hey, so this is telling us where we need to go afterwards. So you've done Thundering Steps, you've done all 50 quests and Thundering Steps. You got the achievement. You've been back and forth to Jacques for a few times to say, hey, I've done this quest. Can I have another one? He's gone, yes. Here's somebody else. Gone back to Brianna, you've made her swords. And now you're going back to Jacques. And then he sends you off to the Enchanted Lands. It's kind of like he's telling you which... It's kind of like a little progress of where to go next. If you're ever wondering or ever stuck, see if anyone's given you any quests to say, hey, go and talk to this person in this zone. And see where it kind of naturally leads you on to. Matsy was the one that led us on to Jacques. She was like, oh, well, I've got a friend in the Thundering Steps. Could you deliver some mail to him? And that's how we ended up in the Thundering Steps. So that's kind of like coming full circle. We're going to go and talk to... Why have you got a great quest? Not right now. Don't know if his quest is a quest. I'll double check. So we're going to go to Enchanted Lands. Deputy Nettlebrine. I'll go see what he's up to. There he is. And then that'll put us on a nice even number. Deputy Nettlebrine.
Greetings.
We've got a Beguiler's Robe of Intelligence. It's okay. We've done it. This is how can I help you? And this is where we'll pick up the quest for Deputy Nettlebrine and the Enchanted Lands when we make our way here one day. Maybe. Did that not count? It didn't. Because all I got was the Beguiler's Robe. So, watch. Is it capital? Yes. Your step in the Wandering Steps. Part IV. Watch your step in the... Oh, I can't spell thundering. Thundersing. Thundering. There, I think that's right. Watch your step in the Thundering Steps Part 4. Nice! Okie dokie. That'll do, I think. That's a nice place to stop. We've kind of come full circle on Thundering Steps. We've done a few more quests in there. Wow, I don't know what that burnout was about. Oof. The neighbours be neighbouring. We still have... some books to finish. We've got the keys and we've got the Karath Smooth main ones. So at some point we'll go back into Thundering Steps and do those. But that's a bit more kill 10 things, read book, kill 10 more things, read the book. So we'll do that. Anyway, brilliant. Thank you very much for joining me.